to read the chat too much as I go through this because I've got a lot to get off my chest. It's a small video, but I'm filthy. I'm absolutely filthy. So as we dive into this video, let's just have a quick look. Let's watch the opening scene. Sports Science, it's called. So basically, what this video is, it is discussing what is harder to hit, a baseball or a cricket ball. Now, the examples that they have used, they've got a pitcher come in that is bowling 80 miles per hour, which I know that's not quick for baseball, and then they've got this bloke bowling spin on AstroTurf, throwing half trackers, and they're trying to say that that makes cricket easier to face than baseball. Mate, if the guy in this video was playing when I was playing cricket, mate, you would have had to move your car in the car park on the field that we were playing at into the next suburb because this guy would have been dispatched to every single part of the ground. And they've got this baseballer and they've got this cricketer from the American international team that I didn't even know existed to come in, and he is bowling half-tracker spinners on AstroTurf. It doesn't spin on AstroTurf. I can't believe it. Seriously, this video is infuriating to me. Let's get into it. Welcome everybody. I'll get to the chat soon, but let's get into it. Let's get it started. I couldn't believe it. While I was watching this, I could not believe it.
Intersport rivalries have fueled barroom arguments for years.
This
decided to test one of the most popular sports in the world.
Yeah, you decided to test it wrong. That's what you did. You tested it wrong, completely wrong. In fact, this is oh boy. If we had a pressure gauge, I'm telling you now, it would be through the roof. I'd almost blow a gasket at this point, but I can't actually believe what I was watching. They can't be serious that they put this together. They can't be serious they put this together, man.
Mark's big time power.
I can't believe it. I can't believe they put this together and thought that they seriously, this is, I cannot believe that they put this video together trying to say that baseball is harder to hit than cricket, and they got this guy in to pull half trackers. Let's just watch it. Let's just watch it.
Representing the sport of cricket is Aditya Thiagarajan.
Who, all respect to this dude, plays for the American international team that...
National star plays for the American national team.
Didn't even... America has never played in a cricket World Cup. I didn't even know it existed. Yo, with the gifted. You're joking. With the 5 gifted. Root needs something to calm down, I think. I do, but I need to get this off my chest. I need to get this off my chest first. I appreciate that, but boy, we're gonna get to those gifted soon because this is crazy.
Bowling and batting.
He doesn't excel at bowling. I'm telling you now, I would have made 100 every single week if this bloke had been bowling in my league. I'm telling you right now.
Is clearly uncomfortable in the batter's box.
Oh. So firstly, look how he's holding the bat. I mean, no cricketer in the entire world would pick up a baseball and do that. Everybody, it's making out like the cricket player is the most unathletic bloke in the world. No, he's not. No one's holding it like that. Like, everybody knows how to hold a baseball. If you're playing cricket, you know how to hold a baseball. He's throwing it 80 miles per hour at him. And which isn't quick, don't get me wrong. But you just wait. This is not what's infuriating to me. What's infuriating to me is the way that this guy bowls to him.
Trying to hit 80-mile-an-hour pitches, well below major league speed, Aditya makes some contact.
Baseball hard to hit. Definitely hard to hit. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, look how this dude is holding the bat. Come on, man. Not a cricket star. Never heard of him in my life. Americans are not cricket stars at cricket. I'm sorry. They're just not. They might be soon. They might be one day, but they're not now. They've never played in the World Cup. They've never even qualified to play in the World Cup, have they? I don't think so. Like, you probably could have got someone from England, Australia, India, Pakistan, somewhere that is actually an international cricket, country that has played in World Cups, that have won World Cups, that actually plays internationally against other countries. Not this. I mean, sorry, all respect to him, but like, what the fuck? You wait until you see him bowling.
Hands together, you hold it away because basically you want to use the top part of your elbow more. But in baseball, you got to keep your hands closer so that you get a better swing.
Well, why didn't you do that then? If you knew how to hold a baseball bat, then why didn't you hold it correctly? You're making us all look like idiots. You're making me look like an idiot. Why? If you knew how to hold it, then why didn't you hold it like that? It's as if he got told to hold the baseball bat incorrectly, because this is clearly made in America.
Now it's time to
This
this
is what really sent me over the edge.
Mark Reynolds can rely on his baseball expertise.
This is really what
for
threw me
baller
over the edge.
results.
They've got this baseball dude to come in and face some cricket bowling.
And when I come to the
They've
plate,
got this guy to
what
come
I
in and
do
face
is
some
I
cricket bowling.
Spread out, I got to open stance a little bit. Helps me see the pitch better with both eyes. You know, I just dig it and try to recognize the pitch as best I can and put a good swing on it.
Oh, he's facing the baseball first. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Challenge for Mark. Not only can bowlers deliver balls over 90 miles an hour,
Yes, they can. So a lot of fast bowlers can bowl over 90 miles per hour, but that's not what they used in this example, is it? They got some bloke bowling spin on AstroTurf, bowling half trackers. That would have been dispatched into every direction. I'm telling you now, if you had a house in the park that we we're playing at, if this bloke was bowling to me, mate, I would have hit it through every single house window, and you would have had to move your car from the car park into the next suburb, because this bloke, I would have made a ton. I would have made 100 every single week. You wait until you see this guy bowling. Oh my God.
they can bounce the ball,
What is that?
and it's perfectly legal to throw.
But where is
at the
this?
batter.
Where was the fast bowlers? Where was the fast bowlers? Where was the hardest thing to face in cricket? Where was that for an example?
Can
No,
our
they
cricketer
made the baseballer throw 80 miles per hour, and then they've got this bloke
This
throwing
major
pies.
leaguer look like a bush leaguer?
Look at
All right, give me
this.
some.
Watch this. Come on, mate. He's bowling half track. Nonsense. That's the example they use for cricket. A half tracker. A spinning half tracker on AstroTurf. They use it as an example of how hard it is to hit a cricket ball. That is not hard to hit a cricket ball. It's almost harder to miss that than it is to hit it. I tell you what is hard when you're facing that, not to pull a back muscle as you're trying to hit it out of the ground. That's what's hard. I'd probably leave this game injured. Very, very injured. I'd probably have a stress fracture in my lower back. Probably would have hit it to every single inch off the ground if I was facing this shit. And then they're trying to tell me that baseball's harder to face than cricket. Why don't we use an actual example? Why don't you get someone that bowls pace? Not half tracker spin on AstroTurf.
Mark easily adjusts and
Obviously you easily adjust. Who wouldn't easily adjust to that? Look how slow it's coming at him. It's an AstroTurf and it's a half tracker, mate.
with a 71 mile per hour bat speed. About 5 miles an hour slower than his baseball swing. Despite never facing a cricket
Nah,
bowler,
I can't. Yeah, despite never facing one.
Mark puts 14
Because it looks like this guy's never played cricket in his life. Look at this!
Impressive 70%.
Look where he's putting
Mark has
it!
two things working in his favor. First of all, he's got a bigger surface area to play with. A major league bat has
This
a
is the
sweet
most
spot of about
biased
4
science
square
experiment
inches.
I've ever seen in my
Contact
life.
Just a quarter of an inch above or below
Ever.
the equator of the ball is the difference between
Ever.
a grounder and a pop-up. But the cricket bat's flat blade is 4 1/4 inches wide.
Yeah, he's out, by the way. Yeah, exactly. They don't even speak about that. He's hit it so far up in the air, he would have been caught. He would have been out. He would have been out. They don't speak about that. Yeah, he hit it. What? It didn't look like it went that far. It went high. Would have been caught. Would have been out. See you later. No second innings. No. You're out. See you next week in cricket. No second, third, fourth innings in baseball. I mean, in cricket, like there is in baseball. And again, I think a baseball is harder to hit than a cricket ball. I've never said otherwise, but I think a cricket ball is tougher to face than a baseball because it's coming at you quick. They can bowl at your head, they can bowl at your ribs, they can bowl at wherever. Whereas a baseball's beside you. Is a baseball harder to hit? Yes, but is it tougher to face? No, because you don't have that fear factor. And then you've got this bloke coming in bowling half-track spin on AstroTurf, and we're trying to say, do an experiment of what's tougher to face, harder to face. Like, why don't you get someone that bowls pace? See how he goes then. He's not even wearing a helmet. He's not even wearing a helmet. If you want to do a fair comparison, why don't you get someone that bowls 140, 130 kilometers an hour, and he can bowl wherever he wants. He can bowl at his head. He can bowl Yorkers. He can bowl in-swingers, out-swingers, cutters, slower bowls. But no, they're getting this guy to dish it up like it's backyard cricket, and they want to do a comparison, and then put this up and you know, think that every cricket fan's not going to watch this and think that this is the most biased towards American sports that I've ever seen, man.
Giving Mark almost 32
Sammy, how are you, by the way? Andy, welcome in. Tanker, welcome in, everybody. I just couldn't believe it when I seen this.
An 800% larger sweet spot than the baseball bat.
Like, just at least make it a fair comparison. Like, I can't believe they thought that this would be
Mark
it's
intuitively
crazy.
figured out this secret that helps all cricket batters. It's all about vision. A Major League Baseball travels so fast that the human eye can't work fast enough, and the ball is essentially invisible the last 15 feet of flight. But cricket batsmen can actually see the ball make contact with the bat.
Maybe if they're bowling like this, but what if they're facing Brett Lee and he's bowling 160 kilometers an hour at your head, which I'm about to show you some footage of if you don't believe me. And then you guys tell me if you think cricket is tougher to face than baseball. Yeah, you can see that, mate. How could you not see that? I mean, I've got enough time to pour myself a cup of tea, sit down, you know, read a little bit of the newspaper like this before I have to get up and hit the shot because it's coming at me that slow. By the time the delivery gets to me, it's probably like the game's going to be over because it's got to be nighttime. Of course you can see it.
Here's how. Instead of trying to follow the ball throughout its flight, he quickly shifts his gaze to where he predicts the ball will bounce. In just 200 milliseconds, in a process called accommodation, muscles reshape the lens of the eyes to become more spherical.
This is true. This is true as you do try and judge where the ball's going to be pitched. I mean, you have to watch the ball closely. You have to watch where the ball's going to be pitched because you have to try and you want to get, you know, through the line of the ball. So that's probably true. You do watch that. But we're going to watch some Brett Lee highlights after this, and you'll understand why I'm angry
So it is, in fact,
at this
easier
comparison.
to hit a cricket ball than a baseball.
This is true. It's easier to hit a cricket ball than it is to hit a baseball because of the surface area of the bat, clearly. But it's much tougher to face a cricket ball than it is to a baseball, if that makes sense. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why. Imagine facing this, and you wonder why I say that it's tougher to face a cricket ball than it is a baseball, by the way. Now look at some Brett Lee highlights, and you tell me the difference between that comparison and the comparison we just watched.